Hello everyone, welcome to this amazing channel of Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. I'm your host and host and you all call me A.B. And I welcome all of you for the paper discussion of your weekend test 17 LTC MPL chemistry paper. The student who have attempted this thing, you can just go through the solution whatever I am sharing and the answers of it. And the students who have not attempted the paper, not a part of it, I'll suggest you guys to please stop the video, solve the question and then check the answer. Okay, so guys, let's not waste much time and quickly start the session. So in LTC MPL chemistry weekend test 17, the first question that came was, in the estimation of sulphur organic compound on treating with concentrated HNO3 is converted into. Okay, so suppose an organic compound consists of sulphur when it is treated with concentrated HNO3. So it's like sulphur combines with water that has been present and the oxygen which it has been gaining from concentrated HNO3 because it's an oxidizing agent. Okay, so the reaction goes in this way, they all combine and give you H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid. Okay, so question number 51, the first question number 51, the answer will be option number 3. Okay, so 51, answer is 3. 52, sodium extract is prepared for the identification of elements in organic compound. It's a true statement. Organic compound on fusion with sodium gives ionic compound soluble in water. This statement is also true. Okay, so we'll go with option number 1. Okay, 53. On treatment with sodium fusion extract with sodium nitroprusside, we get violet color. These two are the indication. Nitroprusside, we get violet color that indicates the presence of sulphur. That indicates the presence of what? Sulphur. So 53, option number 2 is the right answer. Okay. Talking about 54, in phosphorus detection of an organic compound, the oxidized phosphorus compound solution is boiled with nitric acid and then treated with ammonium molybdate. Yellow color is due to the formation of ammonium phosphomolybdate. It is due to the formation of what? Ammonium phosphomolybdate, whose molecular formula is NH4 thrice PO4.12 MOO3. Okay, so NH4 thrice PO4, I guess it's an option number 2. Okay, so option number 2 is the right answer. Okay, so talking about question number 55, in Jadal's method, nitrogen present in organic compound is first converted into ammonium sulfate. Okay, and the reaction goes in this way, the nitrogen which is present in the organic compound is treated with hydrogen in the presence of H2SO4 and it will get converted to ammonium sulfate. Okay, it will get converted to what? Ammonium sulfate. So this is the reaction and the right answer is option number 2. Talking about question number 56, if 0.75 gram of an organic compound in Jadal's method is neutralized by 30 ml of 0.2 normal H2SO4, the percentage of nitrogen in the compound is. So it's very simple to calculate. Percentage of nitrogen in the given compound will be equal to 1.4 times normality into volume by weight. So 1.4 times the normality is 0.25 into volume is how much? 30. Whole divided by the weight is taken is 0.75. So this 0.0 get cancelled. This is 3 times, right? And this is 10 times, so it is 14. So percentage of nitrogen is 14. So question number 56, option number 4 is the right answer. 57. 0.28 gram of organic compound in Dumas method liberate 22.4 ml of nitrogen at STP. The percentage of nitrogen is, so organic compound weight is 0.28 gram. Okay, method is Dumas and liberated nitrogen is how much? 22.4 liters. Okay, so the formula will be percentage of nitrogen is equal to 28 times volume into 100. Okay, or this is weight, uh, where is rubber? Yeah. So this is V2 by 100 whole divided by 2240 into W. So 28 into what is the volume that has been liberated as 22.4, okay, into 100 whole divided by 22400 and weight is 0.28. So this is 100 times, right? So you will get over here 2241230 if you multiplied it, and over here 22400. Okay, so this is 10 times. So answer is 10 times. Okay, 57. 58. Select the correct statement for statement 1 and statement 2. Molar mass of this thing, that is this, and the formula is 31 by the molar mass, this thing. This is true statement. The second one is molar mass of this thing. Basically, they both are same. So molar mass of this thing and the formula are both same. So for question number 58, the right option will be both are correct option. Okay. So 58, option number 3 is the right answer. Then 59. Dumas method. We know that Dumas method is for what? Nitrogen. Carriers method with AgNO3 is for detection of halogens. Carriers method for barium chloride is for detection of sulphur, and difference method is for what? Oxygen. So A4, that means 1 should not be the answer. B3, that means 4 should not be answer. C1, okay, C is 1, that means, and here C is 2. So option number 3 will be the best one. Okay, so option number 3 is the best answer. 60. In Carrier's method, the estimation of bromine, 250 gram of an organic compound gave 140 gram of bromine. So organic compound weight is 250 and weight of AgBr is 140. The approximate percentage of bromine in the organic compound will be. So to calculate percentage of bromine, okay, the formula is, you need to take atomic mass of bromine whole divided by molecular weight of AgBr into weight of AgBr whole divided by weight of organic compound into 100. Okay, so atomic weight of bromine is around 80. Molecular weight of AgR is around 188 because silver is 108. Weight of AgBr, what is weight of AgBr? That is 140. Weight of organic compound is 250 into 100. So I'll take it approximately 2 times, that is 200 times. Okay, so that is equal to how much? This is 80 into 140 whole divided by 500. So this 0 gets cancelled. Okay, so this is almost 5 3s are 15, 3 8s are 24. So approximately the answer will be 24%. Okay, so 24%, option number 1 will be the best answer. Okay, 61. 0.65 gram of an acid gave 0.53 grams of carbon dioxide, 0.138 gram of water. Then the ratio of the percentage of carbon will be. So percentage of carbon, okay, the ratio of percentage of carbon to hydrogen they have asked. So percentage of carbon can be calculated as 12, that is molecular weight, whole divided by molecular weight of CO2, that is 44, into weight of CO2 is 0.535. Okay, weight of CO2 is what? 0.535 into total weight. Weight of an acid is how much? 0.765 into 100 whole divided by percentage of hydrogen. Okay, so percentage of hydrogen will be what? 2 molecular weight by molecular weight of water into what else is given? 0.138 gram, 0.138 gram of water whole divided by the acid is 0.65 gram into 100. Okay, so you need to solve this thing. Okay, so this will be 2, 6, 12. After solving, like if you solve all this thing, you will get answer approximately equal to 19:2. So that will be the best answer. Okay, 62. In Dumas method, the estimation of an organic, in Dumas method, the estimation of nitrogen, 0.35 gram of organic compound, okay, 0.35 gram of organic compound give 55 ml nitrogen gas collected at 300 Kelvin at 171 mm pressure, 715 mm pressure. The percentage composition of nitrogen in the compound would be, okay, so here we simply have to take P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 B2 by T2. This is a simple thing that we need to take. So from here we'll get V2. So V2 will be equal to P1 V1 by T1 into T2 by P2. That is equal to, what is P1 equal to? That is 715 into 55. The temperature is around 300. Okay, into T2 is 273. Okay, okay, whole divided by the total P2 pressure will be how much? 760. Okay, at STP. Okay, we are taking at what? At STP. This is at STP. Okay, so if you will solve this thing V2, you will get answer around 47. Okay, if you will solve this thing, you will get V2 around what? 47, and hence percentage of nitrogen can be easily calculated as V2 by 8 into weight of the organic compound. That is, V2 is 47 by 8 into 0.35. Okay, so 6 8s are 48. It is almost 6 times. So this is around, if you will solve all these things, let's see what is the answer. After solving this thing, you will get 60.45 as an answer. Clear? Sure. So 62, option number 3 is the right answer. 63, the general electronic configuration of outermost and penultimate shell is this. If n is equal to 4 and x equal to 5, the number of protons in the nucleus. So n equal to 4. So if I take n equal to 4, so it is 3s2, then 3p6, then 3dx is equal to 5, and ns2, that is 4s2. Okay, so 4s2 the actual electronic configuration will be 3s2 3p6 4s2 3d5, and that belongs to manganese, and manganese atomic number is 25. That means the number of protons in the nucleus will be 25. So 63, option number 3 is the best answer. Element with atomic number 30 belongs to D block, that is zinc. Okay. 65. Among the following which does not exist in solid form in the room temperature? At room temperature, mercury does not exist. Okay, and does not exist in a solid form basically. 66. The density of D block element is very much higher than that of S block element. Okay, the 3D element with highest, okay, the 3D element with the highest density will be copper. Okay. Next, statement 1. The order of atomic radii of copper, silver and gold is this. Okay, that is true. It is because of what? The contraction that happens. Okay, the atomic radii of 4D series elements are larger than those of 3D series, okay, element, but generally the radii of 4D and 5D series elements are almost identical. That is true. So this statement is also true. This statement is also true, and hence both the options are right. Clear? Now, transition elements due to strong metallic bond have high melting point. Incorrect melting point trend regarding this element will be. Okay, this is an exceptional case, right, that you have to remember, and the incorrect they have asked. Okay, so this has to be the answer because because the actual order will be copper, gold and silver. So this is the order. Okay, so incorrect is that particular thing. 68, option number 1. 69. Identify the correct statement from the following. Okay, so Mn F7 does not exist. True. This exists, that is MnO3F exists. True. V2O5 is amphoteric with more acidic character. True. CrO3 is covalent, that is true. So all statements are true. So we'll go with option number 1. Okay. 70. Based on this reduction value, the best oxidizing agent of the following will be. Based on the values, the answer should be cobalt, because the standard reduction potential of +3 cobalt +3 to +2 is more than the standard reduction potential of Mn +3 to Mn +2. Then it is for chromium +3 to chromium +2, and lastly it is Fe +3 to Fe +2. So this is the order. So option number 2 will be the best answer. Okay. Now talking about question number 71. The atomic number of the element is 22. That is vanadium. The highest oxidation state exhibited by this compound is. So vanadium has 4s2 3d2 electronic configuration, or 4 can be lost. So answer has to be 4. Okay. Now 72. Okay. Talking about 72. V2O5. Okay. So the oxides are given. The wrong match is A and B are amphoteric. A and B, that is vanadium oxide and chromium oxide, that is amphoteric, that is true. DCF. So D, C and F, they are basic. V2O3, MnO2. Okay, so they are basic. This is true. This is true. G and E. G and E, they are acidic. That is also true. H is strongly basic. That is wrong. H is not strongly basic. It is amphoteric. Okay, so we'll go with option number 4. That will be the right answer. Okay. Now, talking about 73. Incorrect statement of the following is. Okay. Interstitial compounds are chemically reactive. Wrong. They are chemically basically inert. Okay. Bronze is an alloy of copper and zinc. Wrong. It is an alloy of copper and tin. Color of the most of the transition metal ions is due to DD transition. True. Titanium oxide is used as a pigment in the slit. True. What we need to calculate is, what we need to know is incorrect statement. So A and B is incorrect. So we'll go with option number 2. So for question number 73, option number 2 is the right answer. Okay. Then 74. This absorbs green and yellow region part of the visible light, then the transmitted color of the compound is. So basically it is based upon what we say complementary colors. Okay, so you should be knowing this thing. Mostly it's a memory based question. So for question number 74, I'll go with option number 3, which is a complementary color when green and yellow is absorbed. Okay. 75. Which of the following is not amphoteric? Okay. And I'll go with option number 2, that is Fe3O plus, Fe3 plus, because all the ions of Fe, that is nothing but iron ions, are basic in nature. So that will be the best answer. 76. Zinc and mercury belong to same group. They differ in many of the properties. The property that has been shared by both of them is they can form oxide readily. That is a property that they share in common. 76, option number 1. 77. The correct increasing order of oxidizing power of the following species is. Okay, so correct increasing order we need to know. Out of all this thing, the highest oxidizing power and the strongest, highest oxidizing power, that means what is to undergo reduction, and the best is what 3. So the first option will be 3. So that means option number 3 and option number 4 will not be the right answer. Okay, clear? That means out of this thing. After fluorine, what comes is KMnO4 in acidic reagent. Okay, so from 3 it is 1, so 3 1. I'll go with option number 2. That's the best answer for us. Okay, 78. So chromium, okay, chromate ion, orange, pH is equal to X. This is it's not visible, it is pH is equal to X. Okay, gives you yellow. Equilibrium is attained at pH is equal to X. Then the incorrect statement is, okay, so for this thing you should know that in acidic medium, okay, in acidic medium, what has been observed is CrO4 2 minus gets converted into CrO2 O7 2 minus. That means this yellow color, okay, this yellow color gets converted into orange. Okay, that means if pH is less, okay, if pH is less, orange color dominates. So this is a true statement. In basic medium, it is exactly opposite of it. That is Cr2. Okay, that means nothing but orange gives you CrO4 2 minus, that is yellow. Okay, so that means pH greater than X. Okay, pH greater than this, yellow dominates. Okay, when pH is equal to, color of the reaction mixture is intermediate between orange and yellow. True. So what is the incorrect statement? pH has no influence on the equilibrium state. That is a false statement and hence the right answer. Because if acidic, if you make the solution acidic or basic, its color will keep on changing. So we'll go with option number 4. That is the best answer. Talking about question number 79. K2Cr2O7, that is potassium dichromate on heating with aqueous NaOH. Again, it is in basic medium. In basic medium, we have just seen over here. See over here. In basic medium, what we have said, chromate ion will get converted to what? Cr2O4 2 minus ion. So that will be option number 1. Best answer. Okay, so question number 78 and 79, explanation is the same. 80. The ore that is used in the manufacturing of K2Cr2O7, that is dichromate, is chromite. Metal present along with the chromium in the chromite ore is iron. That is the answer. 80. 81. Which one of the following ions exhibit color due to DD transition and show paramagnetism? Okay, which one of the following ion exhibit color due to DD transition? Okay, it is with DD transition, not with charge transfer. Okay, so we have to make sure that thing. Okay, so if you'll see very clearly, this and this shows due to what? Charge transfer, whereas MnO4 2 minus shows due to what? DD transition. Why? Because if you take manganese, its electronic configuration is what? Over here, this is 4 to the 8, 4 to the minus 8, gone over it's plus 6, right? That means its electronic configuration will be 3D1. Okay, so that means it can show you what? DD transition, and hence it is paramagnetism as well. So this is not the answer, this is not the answer, this is not the answer, this is the right answer. Rest all show with the help of charge transfer. So for question number 81, third is the right answer. 82. Okay, talking about this thing, HCl, we need to identify the correct statement. HCl is used as an acidic medium for permagnometric titration. That is wrong, because in permagnetic titration, HCl will get oxidized to chlorine, so not the suitable one. Sodium dichromate is more soluble in water than the potassium dichromate. That is true. Zinc is a transition element. No, zinc is a D block element, not a transition element. So that is false. Tungsten has the highest melting point among the transition elements. That is true. Okay, so B and D will be the best answer. So 82, I'll go with option number 2. Okay, talking about 83, the thermodynamic property whose absolute value cannot be determined is entropy. So for 83, we'll go with option number 1. For 84, which one of the following is correct relationship at 298 Kelvin for a reaction with equilibrium constant to 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so at equilibrium, you should know that delta G is equal to 0 at equilibrium. So since it is at 0, so this will not be the right answer, this will not be the right answer. But delta G naught will is equal to minus RT natural log of K. Okay. So if we'll see over here, here they have used natural log of K, but there is a multiplication factor of 2.303. We know that natural log is equal to what? 2.303 of log. Okay, so this should not be the answer because they have used natural log and the multiplication factor is there. But at the other hand, if you see option number 4, they have used natural log, okay, and there is no multiplication of 2.303. So I'll go with question number 84. Option number 4 will be the best answer. Okay, it will be what? The best answer. 85. For the reaction A, liquid gives you 2B gas. Delta U is this, delta S is this. At 300 Kelvin, we need to calculate delta G in kilocalories. Okay, so see, delta H can be calculated as delta U plus P delta V. Okay, but since we do not have P delta V, what we can use is delta Ng RT. Okay, since over here it is in kilocalorie, we'll take this thing as R will be also in what? Calories, so we'll be dividing this thing by 1000. Okay, so delta U is how much? 2.1 plus delta Ng. So 2 minus 0 is what? 2. Right? R we can take 2 calories. Okay, temperature is around 300. Whole divided by about 1000. So 10, 20, 10, 20. So it is 3 2s are 6. Right? Or 4 3s are 12. That is 1.2. So that is 2.1. plus 1.2, that is equal to 3.3. Okay, kilocalories basically. Okay, now what we need to calculate is what? Delta G. So we know that delta G is equal to what? Delta H minus 3 delta S. So what is delta H? 3.303 minus temperature is how much? 300 into delta S, that is 20 by 1000. So 1 2 3 0, 1 2 3 0, 3 2s are 6. So this is 3.3 minus 6. So the answer will be approximately minus 2.70. Okay, so that is the right answer, minus 2.70. Okay, clear? Now talking about 86, in TLC, retarding factor is always less than 1, that is true. Distance traveled by the component is lesser than the distance traveled by the solvent in gas plate in TLC. True. Both are true, so we'll go with option number 1. Talking about 87, in the thin layer chromatography, okay, that is CLC basically, the components A, B, C, D have their retarding factor on silica gel as this, respectively. Most adsorbed. See, retarding factor is inversely proportional to what? Adsorption. So most adsorbed means what? Least value. Okay, so out of 0.2, 0.4, 0.3, 0.05. 0.05 is the smallest value and that belongs to D, so that is option number 1. So 87, I'll go with what? Option number 1. Okay. 88. Camphor is often used in molecular mass determination because it is volatile. No problem in that. So for question number 88, we'll go with option number 1. Okay. Now 89. A mixture of component X, Y and Z is passed through the column of Al2O3. On adding eluent, compound X is eluted first. Compound X is eluted first, that means it is present at the bottom of the chromatography. Okay, bottom, right? And since it is present at the bottom, that means its adsorption is very much less. The correct order of adsorption is, okay, X is eluted first, Z is eluted at the end. So if you see in the column chromatography, okay, here will be X because it is getting eluted first, and here will be Z, and at the middle it will be Y. So the correct order of adsorption. So Z is getting adsorbed more than compared to Y than compared to X. So option will be the first one. So 89 option number 1 will be the best answer. Okay. Talking about 90. Some organic liquids can be purified by steam distillation. True. Principle involved in steam distillation is that liquid immiscible in water possessing high boiling point are steam volatile. That is also true. So both options are true. Okay. So that is 90. Option number 1. Talking about 91. Okay. The molecular formula of an organic compound is this. The volume of nitrogen that will be given by 0.2 gram of the compound at SCP is. So for that thing we need to write the reaction. So the molecular formula is C4H9N. Okay, of an organic compound is this. The volume of nitrogen that will be given. So if you remember the reaction, that will be really great. So 1 second, let me write the reaction formula. So it is C4H9N plus cupric oxide will give you CO2 plus H2O plus nitrogen plus copper. Okay, to balance this thing, I directly remember the balancing part, so that's why I'm doing the balancing part directly, but you can balance it by your own. This is a balance. Although what we need, this will give you this. And even if you don't remember the balancing, not required guys, see, it's very much simple. This is with respect to book. Okay, if you remember it. If not, see, 1 mole of this compound, okay, 1 mole of this compound, it is pretty much simple. 1 mole of this compound will obviously give you half mole of nitrogen without any problematic thing, because we do not disturb this organic compound. Okay, clear? Because this molecular formula has been found, so we'll not disturb this thing. So obviously we'll balance everything with respect to this. So obviously N will get converted to N2. That means 1 mole of this thing will give you what? Half, right? So what is the molecular weight? If you calculate the molecular weight of this thing, it will come out to be 71 grams. So 71 grams will give you 22,400 by 2 ml of nitrogen gas. That is 22.4 liters of nitrogen gas. So what is required is 0.2 grams. So 0.2 grams will give you X. That is equal to 22400 into 0.2 whole divided by 2 into 71 grams. So if you solve all this thing, you will get answer as 31.55. So that is option number 1. Okay. So 91 option number 1 is the right answer. 92. Again, memory based question. So if you remember the the molecular formula of all this thing, it will be really very easy for you to answer this thing. So it's a memory based question. Okay. So Persian blue is this. So let's see, A is equal to 2. In all the options, even if you just remember Persian blue or any distinctive thing, if you'll see, A is equal to 2, and if I'll just go through it, there is only one option in which A is equal to 2, and that is the fourth one. So 92, option number 4 will be the best answer. Okay. 93. The color and nature of the precipitate that is formed with sodium fusion extract of an organic compound is acidified with HNO3 and then treated with AgNO3. That means detection of what? That means detection of what? Halogens. To confirm the presence of bromine, that to which halogen? Bromine, present in the organic compound. Okay, present in the organic compound is, say if it is a bromine, it is a pale yellow color or dull yellow color, because for AgCl it is white, for bromine it is dull yellow or pale yellow, and for iodine it is bright yellow. So white precipitate is for AgCl, yellow it is for what? Silver iodide, but it is not soluble in ammonium hydroxide, it is basically insoluble. Pale yellow, I can see this thing, and there is no other pale yellow option, so I'll freely mark what? I'll freely mark what? 93, option number 3. Okay, but care must be taken that yes, it is sparingly soluble in ammonium hydroxide. If there are two options given, I'll be selecting that option where sparingly soluble is mentioned. So 93, option number 3 will be the best answer. Okay. Now, talking about question number 94. Okay, so this is the question. Delta G naught, that is Gibbs free energy, standard Gibbs free energy for this respectively is this, the value for this particular reaction. So for delta G naught for the reaction, we need delta G naught of product. Product is what over here? Cu2 plus minus delta G naught of the reactant. What is the reactant over here? What is the reactant over here? Cu plus. Okay, clear? So delta G naught for Cu2 plus is how much? 66 minus 50, that is equal to 16 kilojoule. Do we have the answer? Yes. So 94. Okay, although they have asked value of this thing, but we know that, see, delta G naught is equal to what? Delta H naught minus T delta S naught, that is equal to 16 kilojoule positive. So 94, option number 4 will be the best answer. Okay, clear? Now, talking about 95, a reaction has this value and this value, the reaction would be. So first of all, since it talks about spontaneous and non-spontaneous, delta G will be equal to delta H minus T delta S. So delta H is what? Minus 33 minus temperature, what is this thing? Minus 58. Okay, that to joule per Kelvin. Okay, so it is minus 33 plus 0.58 T. Okay, so yes, it depends upon temperature, right? If temperature is maximum or temperature is very high, the delta G will become non-spontaneous. If temperature is low, delta G will become what? Spontaneous. So spontaneous at all temperature, wrong. Non-spontaneous at all temperature, wrong. Spontaneous above a certain temperature. It is spontaneous below certain temperature. Above after certain temperature, it will become non-spontaneous. So we'll go with option number 4. So 95, option number 4 will be the best answer. 96. For reaction R1, delta G is this. For reaction R2 is this. Reaction R1 is non-spontaneous. That means delta G will be positive. But along R2, it becomes spontaneous. That means when you mix the reaction, then it becomes spontaneous. So to make that thing, you have to make sure that Y is negative and also Y is greater than X. Then and only then you will get the entire reaction as negative, and hence the reaction will become what? Spontaneous. So delta for reaction 1, X is positive. Okay, this means what? X is negative, wrong. X is positive, this can be the answer. Both X and Y are negative, no. Both X and Y are positive, no. So the only best option is what? Option number 2. That will be the right answer. For question number 6, we'll go. Sorry, for question number 96, we'll go with option number 2. 97. For a system at 300 Kelvin, change in enthalpy is this much, change in entropy is this much, gives free energy at that temperature. So delta G equal to delta H minus T delta S. So that is how much? 150 kilojoule into 10 raised to 3 minus 300 into what is delta S? 400. This is in joules, so we have already converted this thing. So it is okay, minus 3 4s are 12. Okay, that is equal to how much? 1 2 3 4. So basically it is 150 kilojoule minus 120 kilojoules. So if I'll just convert this thing into kilojoules, so that is equal to how much? 30 kilojoules, because the answer it is given in kilojoules. So 30 kilojoules, that too in positive, so we'll go with 30 kilojoules per mole. Okay, so for 97 option number 4 will be the best answer. 98. Which of the following situation will need high temperature? High temperature for the reaction to become spontaneous. So delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Okay, so for high temperature, okay, which of the following will be needed? Okay, for spontaneous. So to make this thing spontaneous, okay, that too at high temperature. So for low temperature, we know that delta G should be negative. If I talk about low temperature, Okay, for low temperature, what we need, delta G should be what? Negative, and delta S should be what? Positive. Right? Clear? But for high temperature, okay, for high temperature, what we need? Okay, suppose delta H is what? For high temperature, if delta H is negative, then delta S should be what? Again positive. Yes or no? And if delta H is positive, okay, if delta H is positive, again, if delta S is also positive, and so for the high temperature also, even if I'll keep this equation, okay, even if I'll keep this equation, what will happen? Keep positive over here. Delta S is also positive. Temperature is pretty much high. That means what? It will become what? Again, delta G will become what? Negative. Okay. But if I'll do another way around, if I'll put delta H is what? Negative. Delta S is positive. Both are what? So basically, these are the two options. Basically, these are the two options in which delta G will become negative and hence spontaneous. So delta S positive, delta H positive. Yes, this is the one of the option. If both are negative, won't do at high temperature, because if delta S is negative at high temperature, it will get converted to positive. Not the right answer. If delta S is positive and delta H is negative, so negative, negative and negative. Okay, negative and positive, it favors low temperature. Okay, negative, delta S is what? Negative. So that means this entire equation will become positive. This is also positive. If you increase the temperature, delta G will become positive. So the only option that is fixed to the equation is this, 98. Now, talking about 99. Oh, big question. So it talks about, this is a data given for this thing, that is formation, entropy and delta G value. Determine at what temperature, okay, determine at what temperature the following reaction will become spontaneous. Okay, so this is the reaction for that thing. For spontaneous process, we know that we need delta H G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Okay, so let us calculate delta H first. Okay, so delta H will be equal to what? Reactant minus product. Enthalpy of formation of, see, this is 0, this is 0 for delta H. So CO, that is minus 110.5. Okay, then minus of minus, that is 266.3. Okay, clear? If we solve this thing, you will get around answer as 155.8 kilojoule. Now, if I talk about delta S, okay, so delta S is what? Delta S will be this plus this. So iron entropy is how much? Iron is 27.8, 27.28 plus 197.6, that is for carbon monoxide, minus of graphite, that is 5.74, minus of FeO, that is iron oxide, that is 57.49. If you solve this thing, you will get answer as 161.65. Okay, you need to determine temperature at which the reaction is spontaneous. So if delta G, okay, if delta G comes out to be negative, right, so for that thing it will be what? Delta G should be less than 0. That means what? Delta H minus T delta S should be less than 0. So it simply means what? Delta H by delta S should be less than this particular temperature. So temperature should be greater than 155.8 kilojoule whole divided by 161.65 joules. So if you solve this thing, you will get answer as 964 Kelvin. Okay, you will get answer as what? 964 Kelvin. You just have to solve this equation. Then entropy change in a reversible adiabatic process is equal to 0. Why? Because delta S is equal to what? Q reversible by temperature. But for adiabatic process, this tends to 0. And hence entropy is what? 0. Clear? So guys, that was all the question that came in your LTC MPL chemistry paper for your weekend test 17. I hope guys you must have understood how to solve each and every question. Yes, most of the question was memory based, but yeah, that's what you need to do. You have to read NCERT book thoroughly. But still, if you feel that there is some question that you have doubt or you are not convinced with the answer, please convey your thoughts with respect to the comment by giving the comment in this chat box, in the video of this chat box. With this thing, guys, thank you so very much for joining this session. God bless you all. Take care. Keep smiling. We'll meet soon.